From bold engineering to legendary track victories, Ford's muscle car legacy is packed with rare gems that redefine performance and style. These aren't just cars, they're stories of innovation, passion, and raw power. Join me as I uncover the 75 rarest Ford muscle cars ever made and explore the history behind these coveted automotive icons. In this list, I have also included rare models launched under the Mercury brand name, as they are also technically made by Ford. Number 75 is the 1968 Ford Torino GT390. The 1968 Ford Torino GT390, a sleek and powerful mid-size muscle car, offered an impressive range of powertrains. Its design and performance made it a standout, especially in the NASCAR scene of its time. Powered by a 390 cubic inch V8 engine delivering 320 horsepower, it became an icon of speed and style. Around 60,000 units of this classic beauty were produced, adding to its legacy. The 1968 Ford Torino GT390 boasted a top speed of 180 miles per hour. Car and Driver magazine tested a version equipped with a 428 CJ engine, clocking a quarter mile of 14.2 seconds at 98.9 miles per hour. They also reported an exciting detail. The car's 1-to-2 gear shift had enough power to spin the wide oval tires for at least a car length. Next at number 74 is the 1966 Ford Fairlane GT390. The 1966 Ford Fairlane GT390 stands out as a versatile muscle car, equally at home on the road or the drag strip. Sharing its platform with the Mercury Comet, it features a 390 cubic inch V8 engine, producing 335 horsepower. With a production run of approximately 33,000 units, it's a classic worth remembering. This Fairlane GT390 boasts a top speed of 125 miles per hour and accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.8 to 8.1 seconds. Notably, it runs on regular fuel, making it a practical choice for muscle car enthusiasts of its time. Next at number 73 is the 1972 Ford Maverick Grabber 302. Next up, the 1972 Ford Maverick Grabber 302, a muscle car that arrived just before fuel economy began dominating the industry. With its sporty design and affordable appeal, the Maverick Grabber packed a 302 cubic inch V8 engine, delivering 210 horsepower. Only 20,000 units were produced, adding to its allure as a collector's item. The Maverick Grabber has a top speed of 112 miles per hour, accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 9.4 seconds, and completes a quarter mile in 17.1 seconds. Moving on to number 72 is the 1969 Ford Torino Cobra 428 CJ. If you're seeking a vintage powerhouse with incredible performance, the 1969 Ford Torino Cobra 428 CJ is a top contender. Known for its no-frills approach to drag racing, this model is equipped with a 428 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine, producing 335 horsepower. With only 14,000 units made, it's a rare find. The 4-speed version could hit 100 miles per hour in 14.5 seconds, while the automatic variant achieved the same speed in an even quicker 14.04 seconds. Coming in at number 71 is the 1965 Mercury Cyclone GT Fastback. For a blend of style and power, the 1965 Mercury Cyclone GT Fastback is an excellent choice. As a predecessor to the Cyclone CJ models, it's powered by a 289 cubic inch V8 engine with 225 horsepower. Only about 12,000 units were produced, making it a sought-after gem. This Cyclone GT could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.8 seconds, while our rare variant with a 428 Cobra Jet V8 engine could achieve the same in just 5.5 seconds. In a quarter-mile dash, the Cyclone GT hit 80 miles per hour in 16.2 seconds. Next, at number 70, is the 1966 Mercury Cyclone GT. The 1966 Mercury Cyclone GT, a hidden gem celebrated for its aggressive styling and NASCAR roots. Powered by a 390 cubic inch V8 engine producing 335 horsepower, it had a production number of about 13,812 units. With a top speed of 120 miles per hour, this Cyclone GT accelerated from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.6 seconds and completed the quarter mile in 15.2 seconds at 90 miles per hour. The Cyclone GT holds the distinction of being the fastest car of its year after setting a world speed record of 189.22 miles per hour at Daytona. Next, at number 69, is the 1966 Ford Mustang Sprint 200. The 1966 Ford Mustang Sprint 200 was designed to attract a new generation of car buyers entering the muscle car scene. This budget-friendly performance package featured a 200 cubic inch inline-six engine, producing 120 horsepower. With a production number of just 12,000 units, it's a rare gem for Mustang enthusiasts. The Sprint 200 boasted a 0 to 60 mile per hour time of about 4 seconds, and a top speed ranging from 155 to 163 miles per hour, making it an excellent choice for high-speed chases. Despite its performance, it managed a combined average miles per gallon of 12.98. Aimed at young buyers, this Mustang proved that affordability didn't have to come at the expense of style or excitement. Next, at number 68, is the 1969 Mercury Marauder X100. Ford's effort to combine muscle car performance with luxury led to the creation of the 1969 Mercury Marauder X100. This sleek two-door hardtop coupe was powered by a 429 cubic inch V8 engine, delivering an impressive 360 horsepower. With a production run of 11,052 units, the Marauder X100 remains a unique blend of power and sophistication. Capable of reaching a top speed of 126 miles per hour and accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.8 seconds, it offered solid performance. The car featured distinctive styling cues, such as false air intakes on the rear fenders, and shared design elements with the Ford Galaxy 500 sports roof, making it a standout in Ford's lineup. Coming in at number 67 is the 1966 Ford Galaxy 7-liter. The 1966 Ford Galaxy 7-liter stands as one of the first personal luxury muscle cars, blending prestige with remarkable performance. This iconic car was powered by a 428 cubic inch V8 engine that produced a robust 345 horsepower and 459 pounds of torque. With only 11,000 units produced, it remains a collector's dream. Known for its commanding presence, the Galaxy 7-liter offered a smooth yet powerful ride, appealing to those who valued both clout and capability. It exemplified Ford's ability to balance luxury and muscle, earning its place in automotive history as a symbol of power and elegance. Next, at number 66, is the 1973 Ford Torino GT Sports Roof. The 1973 Ford Torino GT Sports Roof was Ford's bold response to a changing market, keeping muscle alive amidst stricter emissions regulations. This sleek coupe packed a 351 cubic inch V8 engine that generated 240 horsepower, with a limited production run of around 10,000 units. The Torino GT Sports Roof could reach a top speed of 140 miles per hour and accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 8.1 seconds. Its aggressive styling and spirited performance prove that even in challenging times, Ford could deliver a muscle car with bite. The sports roof remains a testament to the enduring appeal of the Torino GT line. Coming in at number 65 is the 1970 Mercury Cyclone GT. The 1970 Mercury Cyclone GT stands out for its sleek design and balanced performance, positioning it as a strong competitor to Ford's Torino. Powered by a 351 cubic inch Cleveland V8 engine producing 300 horsepower, it was a blend of style and muscle. With only 10,000 units produced, it's a rare and collectible piece of Mercury's muscle car history. The Cyclone GT had a top speed of 140 miles per hour and impressive acceleration. The performance-focused Cyclone spoiler variant featured a 370 horsepower Ram Air 429 cubic inch V8 engine, racing stripes, spoilers, and a competition suspension package. Weighing 3,950 pounds, this street-legal car boasted a semi-fastback body with a distinctive 4-part nose, making it a standout on the streets and tracks. Next at number 64 is the 1964 Ford Fairlane 500 Sports Coupe. The 1964 Ford Fairlane 500 Sports Coupe is a compact muscle car with sporty handling, often regarded as Ford's precursor to the Mustang. Under its hood lies a 289 cubic inch V8 engine, delivering 271 horsepower with a production run of around 10,000 units. This Fairlane offers thrilling performance, accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 10 seconds, and completing the quarter-mile drag in 17.4 seconds. Known for its nimble handling and compact design, the Fairlane 500 Sports Coupe carved its niche as a practical yet exciting car for its era. Its legacy as a forerunner to the iconic Mustang only enhances its historical significance. Next, at number 63 is the 1970 Ford Torino Cobra 429 SCJ. The 1970 Ford Torino Cobra 429 SCJ was built for drag strip dominance, powered by a 429 cubic inch Super Cobra Jet V8 engine, delivering 375 horsepower. With optional drag pack upgrades and a production number of 7,675 units, it was a high-performance rarity. This beast could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6 seconds and hit 100.2 miles per hour in the quarter mile. Producing an impressive 490 pounds of torque at 5,400 RPM, it also boasted surprisingly composed handling. The Torino Cobra's performance and raw power solidified its reputation as a muscle car icon of the era. Moving on to number 62 is the 1968 Ford Torino Cobra 428 CJ. The 1968 Ford Torino Cobra 428 CJ was a budget-friendly powerhouse aimed at drag racers. Powered by a 428 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine with 335 horsepower, this mid-sized muscle car offered serious performance. Production was limited to around 7,675 units, making it a sought-after classic. Capable of hitting 120 miles per hour in just 11.5 seconds, the 428 Cobra Jet engine became legendary. Motor Trend famously remarked that the entire world will come to recognize this engine at the pop of a hood. The Torino Cobra combined affordability with top-tier muscle car performance, earning its place in history. Moving on to number 61 is the 1967 Mercury Cyclone GT390. The 1967 Mercury Cyclone GT390 brought style, muscle, and racing roots to the mid-size car segment. Equipped with a 390 cubic inch V8 engine generating 320 horsepower, it delivered a thrilling driving experience. With production capped at around 7,500 units, it's both rare and highly collectible. Reaching a top speed of 123 miles per hour, the Cyclone GT could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 6.6 seconds. Its blend of aggressive performance and sleek design made it a standout on the track and the streets. The 1967 Cyclone GT remains a highlight of Mercury's muscle car lineup, capturing the spirit of the era. Next at number 60 is the 1968 Ford Mustang GT390 Fastback. The 1968 Ford Mustang GT390 Fastback is a legendary muscle car that embodies the rebellious spirit of the 1960s. Immortalized in the iconic movie Bullitt, where it was Steve McQueen's ride in the epic chase scene, this car became a symbol of cool. Under the hood, it packed a powerful 390 cubic inch V8 engine, producing 320 horsepower. While the exact production numbers for the GT390 are unclear, approximately 7,000 units of the 1968 Ford Mustang were produced. The GT390 boasts a top speed of over 130 miles per hour and can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.4 seconds. With fuel economy ratings of 15 miles per gallon in the city and 25 miles per gallon on the highway, it offered an impressive mix of performance and practicality for its time. Next at number 59 is the 1973 Mercury Montego MX Brougham. The 1973 Mercury Montego MX Brom catered to those seeking comfort over raw muscle, offering a more luxurious take on the Montego lineup. This full-size coupe featured a 351 cubic inch V8 engine, delivering 220 horsepower. With a production run of just 6,500 units, it remains a rare find for collectors. The Montego MX Brom could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 11.1 seconds, reach 100 miles per hour in 38 seconds, and complete a quarter mile in 18.2 seconds. While it didn't dominate the muscle scene, its upscale focus and smooth ride made it a standout in Mercury's offerings. Next, at number 58 is the 1965 Ford Falcon Sprint 289. The 1965 Ford Falcon Sprint 289, the predecessor to the Mustang, is a compact muscle car with impressive performance credentials. Powered by a 289 cubic inch V8 engine producing 225 horsepower, it was small but mighty. With only 5,500 units produced, this Falcon is a rare gem in Ford's history. The Falcon Sprint's base V8 engine offered 20.93 miles per gallon at 60 miles per hour, balancing efficiency with power. Its optional hypo engine and 4.11 rear axle ratio elevated its performance, making it a favorite among car enthusiasts. This compact yet powerful muscle car holds a special place as the platform that launched the Mustang revolution. Next, at number 57 is the 1966 Ford Mustang K-Code GT. Dubbed the GT350 Lite by enthusiasts, the 1966 Ford Mustang K-Code GT was a performance sleeper with a high-revving 289 cubic inch hypo V8 engine, delivering 271 horsepower. With just 5,469 units produced, the K-Code GT remains one of the most coveted Mustang variants. This K-Code GT could hit a top speed of 151 miles per hour and accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an impressive 5.2 seconds. Combining its understated looks with thrilling performance, the K-Code GT captured the hearts of die-hard Mustang fans and established its legacy as a classic muscle car. Next, at number 56, is the 1968 Mercury Cyclone GT390. Luxury and performance came together in the 1968 Mercury Cyclone GT390. Competing with Ford's Fairlane GT, it packed a powerful 390 cubic inch V8 engine, producing 320 horsepower. With a limited production run of just 5,000 units, the Cyclone GT is a rare and exclusive muscle car. The Cyclone GT set a world record speed of 189.22 miles per hour at Daytona, earning the title of Fastest Car of the Year. It could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.1 seconds, combining speed and elegance. Offering fuel efficiency of 11.5 miles per gallon on the highway and 8.5 to 10 miles per gallon in town, the Cyclone GT was a luxurious yet potent muscle car of its era. Next, at number 55, is the 1973 Mercury Montego GT.
1973 Mercury Montego GT. Despite the absence of the Cyclone after 71, Mercury continued to offer limited versions of performance with the Montego GT. Presented with only 26,173 miles on the odometer, This Mercury is a full body off restoration. It's extremely well optioned. This is one of only 4,464 total Montego GT fastbacks produced in 1973.
The 1973 Mercury Montego GT represents the final chapter in the performance-oriented Montego lineup, marking the decline of muscle cars as emissions regulations took hold. Powered by a 351 cubic inch V8 engine producing 266 horsepower, the Montego GT still delivered solid performance despite the era's challenges. With a production number of just 4,500 units, it's a rare collectible. The Montego GT boasted a top speed of 125 miles per hour and could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.7 seconds. As one of the last true muscle cars of its kind, the 1973 Montego GT holds a unique place in automotive history, blending performance with the changing demands of the market. Next, at number 54, is the 1971 Ford Maverick Sprint Edition. The 1971 Ford Maverick Sprint Edition is a sporty compact car that caught attention with its patriotic two-tone paint job and budget-friendly price. Under the hood, it featured a 250 cubic inch inline-six engine producing 155 horsepower. With only about 3,500 units produced, it stands out as a unique model in the Maverick lineup. While the Sprint Edition had moderate power, the Grabber 302 cubic inch variant offered more muscle with 210 horsepower, 296 pounds of torque, a top speed of 119 miles per hour, and a 0 to 60 mile per hour time of 7.8 seconds. This dual appeal of style and performance makes the 1971 Maverick Sprint Edition a memorable addition to Ford's history. Coming in at number 53 is the 1965 Ford Mustang GT convertible. The 1965 Mustang GT convertible offered the thrill of the legendary Mustang GT with the added charm of open-air cruising. Powered by a 289 cubic inch V8 engine producing 271 horsepower, it delivered both style and performance. With just 3,000 units produced, it remains a rare and desirable model. The convertible also offered a more relaxed option with a 200 cubic inch inline-six engine delivering 120 horsepower. This duality of performance and cruising capability made the Mustang GT a favorite for drivers seeking versatility. Its status as a classic icon solidifies its place in automotive history. Next, at number 52, is the 1965 Ford Fairlane GTA convertible. The 1965 Ford Fairlane GTA convertible combines style and power in a performance-focused package. The GTA version featured a 289 cubic inch small block V8 engine producing 271 horsepower and 312 pounds of torque. With just 3,000 units produced, this model remains an exclusive collector's item. The Fairlane GTA convertible could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 9 seconds, blending speed and elegance in a sleek design. As a stylish convertible with performance pedigree, it bridged the gap between muscle car enthusiasts and those seeking a luxurious driving experience. Next, at number 51, is the 1965 Ford Galaxy 500 XL convertible. The 1965 Ford Galaxy 500 XL convertible brought luxury to the muscle car market, offering premium style and smooth performance. Powered by a 352 cubic inch V8 engine with 208 horsepower, it delivered a refined yet capable ride. With a limited production of 2,500 units, it's a rare gem for collectors. The Galaxy 500 XL convertible can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.6 seconds and complete a quarter-mile drag in 14.3 seconds. Combining speed, comfort, and sophistication, it represented Ford's commitment to blending performance with elegance, making it a standout in the luxury muscle car segment. Next, at number 50, is the 1960 Mercury Cougar Eliminator 428 CJ. The 1969 Mercury Cougar Eliminator 428 CJ stood out as Mercury's high-performance pony car, featuring bold color options like grabber orange. It packed a 428 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine that delivered 335 horsepower, making it a force on the streets. Only about 2,250 units were produced, adding to its exclusivity. Equipped with a 4-speed manual transmission, the Cougar Eliminator made the most of its powerful engine. The 428 Cobra Jet was the largest engine available for the Cougar, cementing its place as one of Mercury's most thrilling models. With its aggressive styling and potent performance, the Eliminator earned its reputation as a standout muscle car of the late 60s. Coming in at number 49 is the 1972 Ford Mustang Sprint Edition. The 1972 Ford Mustang Sprint Edition offered a unique and affordable take on the Mustang lineup. Produced as a special edition with only about 2,000 units made, it featured eye-catching color scheme and solid performance specs, powered by a 302 cubic inch V8 engine generating 210 horsepower. This lightweight Mustang weighed around 3,200 pounds, helping it achieve a 0 to 60 mile per hour time in under 6 seconds. In tests, it completed a quarter mile in 14.1 seconds at 100.6 miles per hour. Designed as a budget-friendly alternative to the Mach 1, the Sprint Edition combines style and performance, making it a favorite for those seeking Mustang thrills at a lower price point. Coming in at number 48 is the 1970 Ford Falcon XB GT. The 1970 Ford Falcon XB GT became an Australian legend and the base for the iconic Mad Max Interceptor. This aggressive muscle car featured a 351 cubic inch Cleveland V8 engine, producing 300 horsepower. With a production number of just 1,949 units, it remains a rare and sought-after piece of automotive history. The Falcon XB GT boasted a top speed of 145 miles per hour and could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 7 seconds. Its bold styling and raw power made it a standout in Australia's muscle car scene, earning its place as one of the most recognizable performance cars of its era. Next, at number 47, is the 1970 Mercury Cyclone CJ Drag Pack. The 1970 Mercury Cyclone CJ Drag Pack brought NASCAR-inspired muscle to the streets. With its oil cooler and high-ratio gears, it offered exceptional acceleration, powered by a 429 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine, delivering an impressive 370 horsepower. With only about 1,600 drag pack equipped models produced, it's a true rarity. The Cyclone CJ achieved a top speed of 140 miles per hour, a 0 to 60 mile per hour time of 6.2 seconds, and a quarter-mile time of 14.1 seconds at 100 miles per hour. Its blend of aggressive performance and exclusivity made it one of Mercury's most formidable muscle cars of the era. Next, at number 46, is the 1970 Mercury Cyclone Spoiler CJ. The 1970 Mercury Cyclone Spoiler CJ was an aerodynamic powerhouse inspired by NASCAR racing. Under the hood, it packed a 429 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine, generating 370 horsepower. With just 1,600 units produced, it stands as one of Mercury's most aggressive and exclusive muscle cars. The Cyclone Spoiler had a top speed of 125 miles per hour and could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 6 seconds. Weighing 3,918 pounds, it boasted a weight-to-power ratio of 10.4 pounds per horsepower. Its bold design and fierce performance ensured its legacy as a standout in the muscle car world. Coming in at number 45 is the 1971 Ford Torino GT convertible. The 1971 Ford Torino GT convertible combined the thrill of open-air driving with classic muscle car performance. Powered by a 351 cubic inch V8 engine producing 285 horsepower, it offered a balanced mix of power and style. With only about 1,500 units produced, this convertible remains a rare gem in the Torino lineup. It accelerated from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 9 seconds, reached 100 miles per hour in 29.7 seconds, and completed a quarter mile in 17 seconds. As the convertible version of the high-performance Torino GT, it delivered a unique driving experience for those who wanted both speed and sunshine. Next, at number 44, is the 1971 Ford Torino GT 429 Cobra Jet. The 1971 Ford Torino GT 429 Cobra Jet stood out for its aggressive styling and raw power. Equipped with a 429 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine delivering 370 horsepower, it was built for muscle car enthusiasts. With production limited to about 1,500 units, it's a rare and iconic model. Motor Trend tested its predecessor and clocked a 0 to 60 mile per hour time of 6 seconds. The engine's sheer power could spin the rear tires with ease, underscoring the Torino's dominance on the streets. Despite its capabilities, rising insurance rates overshadowed this powerful coupe, making it a fleeting yet memorable part of muscle car history. Moving on to number 43 is the 1973 Ford Mustang Convertible 351 Cleveland. The 1973 Ford Mustang Convertible 351 Cleveland marked the final generation of Mustang convertibles before a long hiatus. Powered by a 351 cubic inch Cleveland V8 engine with 250 horsepower, it delivered smooth performance and impressive torque. Only about 1,500 units were produced, adding to its exclusivity. As part of the 1973 lineup, this Mustang offered a combination of power and open-air freedom, making it a standout for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Its balanced performance and classic design solidified its place in Mustang history. Moving on to number 42 is the 1969 Mercury Cyclone CJ Drag Pack. The 1969 Mercury Cyclone CJ Drag Pack was built for straight-line speed, combining luxury styling with drag racing capability. Its 428 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine delivered 335 horsepower, while the drag pack option added durability and high-performance upgrades. Only about 1,300 units were equipped with this package, making it highly collectible. The Cyclone CJ achieved a quarter-mile time of 13.85 to 14.05 seconds, at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. It also set a world record of 189.22 miles per hour at Daytona. The drag pack included features like a remote-mounted oil cooler, high-ratio rear axle gears, and reinforced engine components, ensuring top-tier performance for serious racers. Next at number 41 is the 1971 Mercury Cougar GTE. The 1971 Mercury Cougar GTE combined luxury and muscle, offering high-end performance with comfort. Powered by a 429 cubic inch V8 engine producing 370 horsepower, it catered to enthusiasts seeking both style and speed. With only about 1,300 units produced, the Cougar GTE is a rare and desirable model. This luxury muscle car accelerated from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.7 seconds and completed a quarter mile in 14.3 seconds. With its balance of power and refinement, the Cougar GTE delivered a premium driving experience, making it a standout in Mercury's muscle car lineup. Moving on to number 40 is the 1969 Ford Mustang Grande 428 CJ. The 1969 Ford Mustang Grande 428 CJ offered a luxurious twist on the iconic Mustang, combining upscale trim with serious performance. Under the hood, it packed a 428 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine, delivering 335 horsepower. With a limited production of around 1,200 units, this model stood out for exclusivity. Capable of reaching a top speed of 115 miles per hour, it accelerated from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.5 to 5.7 seconds. The Grande featured a live axle rear suspension with variable rate leaf springs and optional front disc brakes for added stopping power. This rare luxury performance variant remains a notable chapter in Mustang history. Next at number 39 is the 1968 Ford Galaxy XL GT. The 1968 Ford Galaxy XL GT blended muscle car power with the comfort of a full-size cruiser. It boasted a 390 cubic inch V8 engine producing 335 horsepower, alongside refined interior touches that elevated it beyond the typical muscle car. With only 1,200 units built, it's a rare collector's item. This Galaxy also featured a 428 Thunderbird engine option, delivering 345 horsepower with a 4-barrel carburetor, dual exhaust, and a Posey traction rear end. Paired with a C6 automatic transmission, it offered a smooth yet powerful ride. The XL GT was a quintessential 1960s cruiser, embodying the era's love for big engines and bigger cars. Coming in at number 38 is the 1967 Ford Ranchero 390 GT. The 1967 Ford Ranchero 390 GT redefined utility vehicles with its blend of practicality and muscle car performance. Powered by a 390 cubic inch V8 engine delivering 320 horsepower, it provided an alternative to station wagons for drivers wanting a little more flair. Production was limited to just over 1,000 units, adding to its rarity. Tested by Car and Driver, the Ranchero's performance matched that of its Mustang GTA sibling, hitting 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.3 seconds and achieving a top speed of 124 miles per hour. With its unique design and powerful engine, the Ranchero 390 GT remains a standout in Ford's lineup. Next, at number 37, is the 1967 Mercury Cougar XR7G. The 1967 Mercury Cougar XR7G was a luxurious and performance-focused model, aimed at blending status and speed. Under its hood sat a 390 cubic inch V8 engine producing 335 horsepower. Limited to just 1,000 units, this specialty Cougar is one of the rarest on our list. Designed to rival the Shelby Mustangs, the XR7G included unique features like a gold dash logo, leather-wrapped door pulls, a specialty shift knob, and a dual exhaust system. With engine options ranging from 210 to 335 horsepower, it catered to a range of enthusiasts. This rare Cougar offered a balance of elegance and muscle that made it a unique player in the muscle car scene. Coming in at number 36 is the 1967 Ford Mustang GTA convertible. The 1967 Ford Mustang GTA convertible combined the performance of the GT with the convenience of an automatic transmission. Featuring a 390 cubic inch V8 engine with 271 horsepower, it offered both power and open-air driving pleasure. Only 1,000 units were produced, making it a rare gem. The GTA convertible could reach a top speed of 119 miles per hour and accelerated from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.3 seconds. It completed the quarter mile in approximately 13 seconds, with a trap speed over 105 miles per hour. As an upgraded version of the iconic GT, the GTA convertible remains a favorite among Mustang enthusiasts for its blend of performance and style. Next, at number 35, is the 1967 Ford Fairlane GT390. The 1967 Ford Fairlane GT390 proved to be an underrated contender in the muscle car world. Its compact design, combined with a powerful 390 cubic inch V8 engine delivering 335 horsepower, made it a formidable performer. Often overlooked, the Fairlane GT390 was a true gem for enthusiasts seeking a balance of style and muscle. This car could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.3 seconds and complete a quarter mile in 15.2 seconds, as tested by Car and Driver. The 390 V8 engine was enhanced with its Edelbrock intake and Holley carburetor, ensuring robust fuel delivery. With its distinctive design and potent engine, the Fairlane GT390 remains a classic example of Ford's muscle car prowess. Coming in at number 34 is the 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429. The 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429 lived up to its name as the boss of the Stangs. Hand-built by Carcraft, this Mustang featured a widened engine bay to accommodate the massive 429 cubic inch V8 engine, rated at 375 horsepower, though widely believed to be underrated. Modifications included relocating the battery to the trunk and reworking the shock towers to fit the engine. All 859 units came with a blacked-out hood scoop, Magnum 500 wheels, and a competition suspension with staggered rear shocks. These unique features made the Boss 429 a high-performance rarity. Its exclusivity and racing pedigree have made it one of the most valuable Mustangs in history, cementing its legendary status in the muscle car world. Next, at number 33, is the 1973 Ford Torino GT Cobra Jet. The 1973 Ford Torino GT Cobra Jet marked the twilight of the big block muscle car era. Powered by a 429 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine, cranking out 370 horsepower, this Torino GT combined aggressive performance with stylish design. Unfortunately, the era's tightening emissions regulations contributed to the decline of such powerful vehicles. With a production run of only about 800 units, the 1973 Torino GT Cobra Jet is a rare find. It served as a final hurrah for Ford's big block muscle cars, offering enthusiasts a potent and stylish package before the muscle car market shifted towards smaller, more efficient vehicles. Next, at number 32, is the 1969 Ford Talladega. The 1969 Ford Talladega was purpose-built for NASCAR, featuring a sleek aerodynamic design with a longer nose and flush grille. Powered by a 428 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine delivering 335 horsepower, it was a key player in Ford's NASCAR dominance. Named after the Talladega Speedway, this car was both a racer and a collector's dream, with only 754 units produced. The Talladega could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.6 seconds and complete a quarter mile in 14.8 seconds. Its advanced design and performance capabilities made it ahead of its time and a standout in Ford's lineup. Today, the Talladega remains a testament to Ford's innovation during the golden age of muscle cars. Moving on to number 31 is the 1973 Mercury Cougar XR7 convertible. The 1973 Mercury Cougar XR7 convertible combined luxury with performance as one of the last big Cougar convertibles before the muscle car era faded. Powered by a 351 cubic inch V8 engine producing 250 horsepower, the XR7 offered a refined yet powerful driving experience. With only about 700 units produced, this convertible is a rare and collectible piece of Mercury's history. Drivers praised its balanced handling and effective braking, which complemented its smooth performance. Engine options included the 351 Windsor V8, the 351 Cleveland V8, and the 429 Super Cobra Jet V8, providing a range of power levels. As a luxury convertible with muscle car roots, the XR7 holds a special place in the transition from raw power to refined cruising. Moving on to number 30 is the 1969 Mercury Cyclone Spoiler 2. The 1969 Mercury Cyclone Spoiler 2 brought Ford into the NASCAR Aero wars, standing as the Blue Oval's wingless wonder. Designed for aerodynamic supremacy, it featured an extended front nose and a flush-mounted grille for reduced drag. Engine options included the potent 351 Windsor or the legendary 428 Cobra Jet V8, making it a true powerhouse on the track. Built to meet NASCAR homologation rules, the Cyclone Spoiler 2 was produced in only 519 units, making it incredibly rare. Available in two special editions, the Dan Gurney Special and the Cale Yarborough Special, it paid tribute to NASCAR legends while cementing its place in racing history. Similar to the Torino Talladega, the Cyclone Spoiler 2 was a true testament to Ford's commitment to high-speed innovation. Next at number 29 is the 1968 Ford Ranchero GT390. The 1968 Ford Ranchero GT390 combined utility and muscle in a way no other vehicle could. This unique pickup with performance featured a 390 cubic inch V8 engine producing 330 horsepower, making it a standout in its class. At a time when high-performance pickups were virtually unheard of, the Ranchero GT390 set a bold new standard. With only about 500 units produced, this rare model remains a sought-after classic. It offered not just practicality, but also thrilling performance, embodying the spirit of Ford's muscle car era. Whether hauling goods or tearing up the streets, the Ranchero GT390 proved that utility and speed could coexist in one iconic vehicle. Coming in at number 28 is the 1970 Ford Falcon XA GT Hardtop. The 1970 Ford Falcon XA GT Hardtop ushered in a new era of Australian muscle cars with its bold styling and robust performance. Powered by a 351 cubic inch Cleveland V8 engine producing 290 horsepower, it was a beast on the road. With only 500 units produced, the XA GT Hardtop became an instant classic. The XA GT boasted a top speed of 145 miles per hour and could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.4 seconds. It completed the quarter mile in 14.4 seconds, or an even quicker 13.9 seconds with the optional 3:9:1 differential ratio. At Bathurst, racing legend Alan Moffat clocked a fastest lap time of 2 minutes and 36.5 seconds in this car. With its aggressive design and racing pedigree, the XA GT Hardtop solidified its place in Falcon history. Next at number 27 is the 1968 Mercury Montego MX 428 CJ. The 1968 Mercury Montego MX 428 CJ proved that muscle didn't always need flashy styling. This sleeper muscle car featured an understated design paired with a 428 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine producing 335 horsepower. With only 500 units produced, the Montego MX is a rare and underrated gem in Mercury's lineup. Capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.1 seconds and completing a quarter mile in 13.86 seconds, at 101.6 miles per hour, the Montego MX delivered serious performance. Weighing in at 3,880 pounds, it balanced power with practicality, offering drivers a subtle yet potent option for the muscle car era. Next at number 26 is the 1971 Mercury Cyclone Spoiler. The 1971 Mercury Cyclone Spoiler stood as a bold statement in aerodynamic design with its NASCAR-inspired stylings and striking graphics. Powered by a 429 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine producing 370 horsepower, it was one of the fastest American production cars of its time. With only 353 units produced, this street-legal racer is among the rarest on the list. Equipped with Ram Air, the Cyclone Spoiler delivered 450 pounds of torque, while optional Super Cobra Jet engines with drag pack and Super Drag Pack upgrades pushed its performance even further. Built for speed and style, the Cyclone spoiler remains a symbol of Mercury's commitment to high-performance muscle cars in an era dominated by the need for raw power. Moving on to number 25 is the 1970 Ford Falcon GTHO Phase 2. The 1970 Ford Falcon GTHO Phase 2 cemented its status as a high-performance sedan and an Australian automotive icon. As the predecessor to the legendary Phase 3, it set the benchmark with a 351 cubic inch Cleveland V8 engine, delivering 300 horsepower. With just 287 units produced, almost all residing in Australia, this car remains a rare gem. The GTHO could sprint from 0 to 100 km per hour in 6.5 seconds and complete the quarter mile in 4.4 seconds. It featured a 75-liter fuel tank with an optional 163.8-liter upgrade for endurance racing. At its peak, the GTHO was the fastest Australian muscle car, pairing incredible acceleration with bold design, securing its place in Australian automotive history. Coming in at number 24 is the 1968 Mercury Cougar GTE 428 CJ. The 1968 Mercury Cougar GTE 428 CJ combined luxury with hidden muscle, earning its reputation as a sleeper car. Beneath its refined exterior lay a 428 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine, cranking out 333 horsepower. With a production run of only 256 units, this rare model was both subtle and powerful. The GTE package included performance-enhancing features, such as a high RPM hydraulic cam, heavy-duty valve springs, and reinforced pistons and rods. These upgrades made the GTE not just a luxury car, but a formidable performer on the streets. Its understated design and high-performance engine have made it a coveted collector's car among muscle car enthusiasts. Coming in at number 23 is the 1970 Ford Ranchero GT 351 Cleveland. The 1970 Ford Ranchero GT 351 Cleveland brought muscle car performance to the utility vehicle market. Powered by a 351 cubic inch Cleveland V8 engine, delivering 290 horsepower, it offered the perfect blend of practicality and power. With just 200 units produced, this rare truck became a standout in Ford's lineup. Standard models featured a 220 horsepower 302 V8 engine, but the Cleveland engine upgrade pushed the Ranchero into muscle car territory. The 1970 model also introduced the Ranchero GT emblem on the glove compartment, signaling its high-performance credentials. As a muscle car in pickup form, the Ranchero GT 351 Cleveland remains a unique and highly sought-after vehicle. Next at number 22 is the 1973 Ford Ranchero 429 CJ. The 1973 Ford Ranchero 429 CJ paired utility with raw power, standing out as a limited production muscle truck. Under the hood, it packed a 429 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine, producing 370 horsepower. With only 200 units built, this rare model showcased Ford's ability to blend practicality with performance. The Cobra Jet engine, a legendary powerhouse, became a defining feature of this Ranchero. Known for its massive power output, it proved that the Mustang wasn't the only Ford vehicle worthy of such a motor. The Ranchero 429 CJ offered a unique combination of muscle car performance and everyday utility, making it a standout in the Ford lineup. Next, at number 21, is the 1963 Ford Galaxy R-Code Lightweight. The 1963 Ford Galaxy R-Code Lightweight revolutionized racing with its fiberglass components and performance-focused design. Powered by a 427 cubic inch V8 engine producing an impressive 425 horsepower, it became a force in the superstock NHRA class. With fewer than 1,000 units built, it remains one of Ford's rarest and most iconic race cars. The R-Code Lightweight could reach speeds nearing 180 miles per hour, with twin 4-barrel carburetors delivering explosive performance. It dominated drag strips, with drivers like Bill Lawton clocking a quarter-mile time of 12.50 seconds at 116.60 miles per hour. Created for the track but loved by enthusiasts, this Galaxy was a pioneer in lightweight muscle car design and a symbol of Ford's racing success. Next, at number 20, is the 1973 Mercury Cougar XR7 429 CJ. The 1973 Mercury Cougar XR7 429 CJ marked the end of an era for Mercury's big block muscle cars. With fewer than 200 units produced due to tightening emissions regulations, the Cougar stands as one of the last truly powerful models from Mercury. Powered by a 429 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine, producing 375 horsepower, it delivered performance that defied the constraints of its time. Buyers could choose between a 3-speed or 4-speed manual transmission, adding to the car's muscle credentials. As one of the last big block Cougars, the XR7 429 CJ combined style, luxury, and raw power, making it a memorable farewell to Mercury's muscle car heyday. Next, at number 19, is the 1970 Ford Ranchero GT Cobra Jet. The 1970 Ford Ranchero GT Cobra Jet redefined trucks by proving they could be both practical and powerful. With a 429 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine generating 370 horsepower, it became a true muscle truck. Only about 150 CJ versions were produced, making it a rare and coveted model in the Ranchero lineup. The Ranchero GT stood out during a year widely considered the pinnacle of the muscle car era. Its ability to combine utility with big block muscle made it an automotive anomaly that enthusiasts still admire. This unique blend of power and practicality has cemented the 1970 Ranchero GT Cobra Jet as a classic icon of the muscle truck movement. Coming in at number 18 is the 1970 Mercury Cyclone GT 429 SCJ. The 1970 Mercury Cyclone GT 429 SCJ brought NASCAR-inspired engineering to the streets, blending muscle car performance with racing heritage. Powered by a 429 cubic inch Super Cobra Jet V8 engine producing 375 horsepower, it included a drag pack with an oil cooler and performance gear. Fewer than 150 units with the SCJ package were ever produced, making it exceptionally rare. The Cyclone GT could reach speeds of 127 miles per hour and accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 10.3 seconds. Its semi-fastback design and 4-part nose gave it a sleek, aerodynamic look. As a street-legal racer, the Cyclone GT 429 SCJ showcased Mercury's commitment to blending power, performance, and style in one formidable package. Next, at number 17, is the 1968 Mercury Cougar XR7G. The 1968 Mercury Cougar XR7G offered luxury and performance in a unique, limited edition package. Powered by a 390 cubic inch V8 engine delivering 335 horsepower, it was both refined and powerful. With only 100 units produced, the XR7G remains one of the rarest Cougars ever built. Capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.3 seconds and completing the quarter mile in 14.8 seconds, the XR7G was as quick as it was luxurious. Its exclusive features, combined with strong performance, make it a standout in Mercury's muscle car lineup and a favorite among collectors today. Next, at number 16, is the 1965 Mercury Cyclone AFX Lightweight. The 1965 Mercury Cyclone AFX Lightweight was an ultra-rare and extreme drag racing machine. With only 100 units produced, this lightweight version of the Cyclone featured a fiberglass body and a massive 427 cubic inch V8 engine pumping out 425 horsepower. Built for the drag strip, the AFX set the stage for future high-performance Mercurys. Despite being underappreciated during its time, it laid the groundwork for iconic models like the Cougar and Torino-based Cyclones. As one of Mercury's most radical race cars, the Cyclone AFX Lightweight remains a symbol of the brand's racing ambitions and engineering innovation. Next, at number 15, is the 1964 Ford Fairlane Thunderbolt. Known as Ford's dragstrip monster, the 1964 Ford Fairlane Thunderbolt dominated the NHRA with its purpose-built design. Powered by a high-performance 427 cubic inch V8 engine rated at 425 horsepower, it featured high-riser heads for improved airflow and performance. Ford stripped away non-essentials like sun visors, armrests, and heaters to save weight, while lightweight components like a fiberglass hood and aluminum bumpers made it a fan favorite among racers. Its factory-installed trunk-mounted battery improved weight distribution, enhancing its performance on the drag strip. With only 100 units built to meet NHRA homologation rules, the Thunderbolt remains one of Ford's most iconic drag racers. Combining raw power and innovative design, it set the standard for muscle cars on the strip. Moving on to number 14 is the 1970 Ford Mustang Twister Special. The 1970 Ford Mustang Twister Special was a unique regional edition exclusive to Kansas dealerships, with only 96 units ever produced. Powered by either a 428 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 with 335 horsepower, or a 4-barrel 351 Cleveland, the Twister Special stood out with its grabber orange paint and striking Twister decals. Split evenly, 48 units featured the R-Code Cobra Jet V8, while the other 48 housed the 351 Cleveland. Its distinct design and limited production have made it one of the most collectible Mustangs. This special edition represented Ford's ability to blend regional exclusivity with the muscle and style that defined the era. Next, at number 13, is the 1966 Ford Fairlane R-Code Lightweight. The 1966 Ford Fairlane R-Code Lightweight was a no-compromise drag racing machine. Powered by a 427 cubic inch dual 4-barrel R-Code V8 engine producing 425 horsepower and 480 pounds of torque, it was a force on the track. Ford used fiberglass components, a stripped interior, and racing seats to shed weight and enhance performance. With only 57 units built, the R-Code Lightweight was designed specifically for NHRA competition. Equipped with a 4-speed manual transmission and 3.89 gears, it delivered the rumbling sound and raw power that racers loved. This lightweight Fairlane showcased Ford's dedication to dominating the drag strip and remains a rare and cherished piece of muscle car history. Coming in at number 12 is the 1965 Ford Galaxy 500 R-Code Lightweight. Ford responded to Chrysler's Max Wedge with a 1965 Ford Galaxy 500 R-Code Lightweight, a drag racing beast built for speed. Featuring a 427 cubic inch V8 engine with 425 horsepower, it achieved exceptional performance thanks to its reduced weight. Fiberglass was used for the hood, front fenders, and trunk lid, while aluminum components lightened the bumpers, transmission housing, and bell housing. Ford omitted insulation, spare tires, and tools, further trimming the weight. With fewer than 50 units produced, the R-Code Lightweight remains one of Ford's rarest drag racers and a testament to their commitment to performance innovation. Next, at number 11, is the 1965 Mercury Comet Cyclone GT convertible. The 1965 Mercury Comet Cyclone GT convertible combined rarity with muscle car performance. Powered by a 289 cubic inch V8 engine producing 271 horsepower, this highly collectible convertible offered both style and speed. Only about 50 units were produced, adding to its exclusivity. It could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.8 seconds and complete a quarter mile in 16.2 seconds. Equipped with a 4-speed manual transmission and a 4-barrel carburetor, the Cyclone GT convertible proved itself on the road and track. It even achieved a legendary feat when a team of 1965 Comets completed a grueling 16,247-mile journey from South America to Alaska in 40 days, without any breakdowns. This versatile muscle car earned its place in Mercury's storied history. Coming in at number 10 is the 1970 Mercury Cougar XR7 428 CJ. The Mercury Cougar XR7 428 CJ combined luxury with muscle, offering a refined alternative to the Pontiac GTO. Under its hood roared a 428 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine, delivering 335 horsepower. With a production of fewer than 50 CJ-equipped XR7 models, this Mercury is an exceptionally rare find. The Cougar XR7 could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.9 seconds and reach 100 miles per hour in just 16.5 seconds. It completed the quarter mile in 14.6 seconds, demonstrating its capability on the drag strip. This blend of power, rarity, and sophistication has made the Cougar XR7 428 CJ a standout in Mercury's muscle car lineup. Next, at number 9, is the 1964 Mercury Comet Caliente 427. The 1964 Mercury Comet Caliente 427 was Mercury's answer to the Thunderbolt, a lightweight drag racing beast built for performance. Powered by a 427 cubic inch V8 engine producing 425 horsepower, it was designed to dominate on the strip. With only about 50 units produced, the Comet Caliente 427 is one of the rarest Mercury muscle cars. The engine featured high RPM hydraulic cams, heavy-duty valve springs, and reinforced pistons and rods for durability under racing conditions. Its lightweight design and specialized engine made it a formidable competitor, securing its place in drag racing history. Next, at number 8, is the 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1 428 SCJ Drag Pack. The 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1 428 SC Drag Pack was built to rule the drag strip. Equipped with a 428 cubic inch Super Cobra Jet V8 engine, delivering 335 horsepower and 440 pounds of torque, this rare Mustang packed incredible performance. Fewer than 50 units were produced, making it a collector's dream. The Mach 1 reached a top speed of 134 miles per hour, accelerated from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.7 seconds, and completed a quarter mile in 13.86 seconds at 103 miles per hour. Features like an external oil cooler, shaker scoop, modified crankshaft, and limited slip 3.91 to 1 or 4.30 to 1 gears made it a drag racing icon. This Mach 1 was a true testament to Ford's engineering prowess. Next, at number 7, is the 1967 Ford Galaxie XL R-Code. The 1967 Ford Galaxie XL R-Code brought big block power to a luxurious full-size body, making it one of Ford's most impressive muscle cars. Powered by a 427 cubic inch V8 engine with 425 horsepower, this car was built for speed. With fewer than 50 units produced, it's an extremely rare model. Safety features like a dual brake master cylinder, padded interior surfaces, and front shoulder belt anchors were introduced that year, but the real highlight was its raw performance. The Galaxie XL R-Code was the perfect blend of luxury, safety, and muscle, offering a unique driving experience for its time. Next, at number 6, is the 1971 Ford Torino Cobra 429 SCJ Drag Pack. The 1971 Ford Torino Cobra 429 SCJ Drag Pack was a street-legal race car designed for quarter-mile dominance. Powered by a 429 cubic inch Super Cobra Jet V8 engine producing 375 horsepower, this Torino was built for performance. Fewer than 50 units with the drag pack option are believed to exist, making it an exceptionally rare find. The drag pack included an oil cooler and 4.11 gears, enhancing durability and acceleration. Built for racing but legal for the streets, the Torino Cobra 429 SCJ represented the peak of Ford's muscle car engineering, cementing its place as a legend in the muscle car world. Next, at number 5, is the 1964 Ford Galaxie Lightweight 427. The 1964 Ford Galaxy Lightweight 427, nicknamed Thunderbolt's cousin, was Ford's secret weapon for NHRA dominance. Specifically engineered for drag racing, it featured lightweight fiberglass panels, aluminum bumpers, and a stripped-down interior to maximize performance. Under the hood, it packed a 427 cubic inch V8 engine with 425 horsepower and dual 4-barrel carburetor. Ford built fewer than 50 units, making this car incredibly rare. The engine upgrades included lightweight heads, Holley 780 carbs, a tunnel wedge intake, and an all-alloy design, pushing output to a jaw-dropping 620 horsepower and 610 pounds of torque. As a purpose-built drag racer, the Galaxy Lightweight combined raw power and minimal weight, cementing its place as one of Ford's most legendary race cars. Coming in at number 4 is the 1971 Ford Ranchero GT 429 Cobra Jet. The 1971 Ford Ranchero GT 429 Cobra Jet fused muscle car DNA with utility, creating a high-performance truck unlike any other. Powered by a 429 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8 engine, producing 370 horsepower, it delivered Mustang-level power in a rugged, versatile package. With fewer than 50 units produced, this Ranchero remains an elusive gem. Ford borrowed heavily from the Torino Cobra, equipping the Ranchero with the same engine and drivetrain options. The 429CJ retained the power ratings of the 1970 models, but its performance made it more than just a utility vehicle. It was a true muscle truck. Introduced with the first Ranchero GT badging, this rare model remains a testament to Ford's ingenuity during the muscle car era. Next at number 3 is the 1967 Ford Galaxy 500 R-Code. The 1967 Ford Galaxy 500 R-Code, known as the Gentleman's Hot Rod, delivered race-level power with a touch of luxury. Its R-Code 427 cubic inch V8 engine, lifted directly from Ford's Thunderbolt drag racers, produced a ferocious 425 horsepower. Only 47 units were built, making the Galaxy one of the rarest Ford muscle cars ever. Equipped with dual quad carburetors, the R-Code engine gave the Galaxy its distinctive induction roar. Drivers could choose between a C6 automatic or a 4-speed manual transmission, making it versatile for both street cruising and strip racing. With its blend of comfort and raw power, the Galaxy 500 R-Code became a sleeper icon in the muscle car world. Coming in at number 2 is the 1964 Mercury Comet Cyclone AFX. The 1964 Mercury Comet Cyclone AFX earned its legendary status as one of Ford's most radical factory drag racers. Built for pure performance, it featured a fiberglass body, an altered wheelbase, and a 427 cubic inch V8 engine delivering over 425 horsepower. The dual Holley carburetors added to its brutal power output, ensuring dominance on the strip. With only 21 units produced, the Cyclone AFX is one of the rarest and most sought-after drag cars in Ford's history. Its aggressive modifications and lightweight build made it a favorite among racers, and it remains a shining example of Ford's commitment to innovation in motorsport. And at number 1, and the rarest Ford muscle car, is the 1970 Ford Torino King Cobra. The The 1970 Ford Torino King Cobra was Ford's ultimate Aero warrior, designed for NASCAR supremacy. Powered by the legendary 429 Cobra Jet V8 engine, this prototype combined one of Ford's most powerful engines with the Torino chassis, making it a unique crossover of engineering excellence. Only 3 prototypes were ever built, each featuring a sleek aerodynamic nose cone designed to compete with Dodge's Charger Daytona and Plymouth Superbird. The flush grille and hidden headlights showcased cutting-edge design, while the car's performance promised to take Ford to the top of NASCAR. Unfortunately, Ford's withdrawal from NASCAR ended the King Cobra's production plans. However, its rarity and innovation have turned it into a cherished collector's item, with one prototype owned by NASCAR legend Bill France Sr.